right, you ready?
Woo!
Oh,
Me to death.
you got to give Granny a warning on that one. Grandma, you about to put Grandma on the home, dude. You okay?
That was funny.
Oh my gosh. Are you okay?
Yeah, I just.
Well,
wasn't
usually he gives us a warning, like,
wasn't
all right, test
expecting
1, test 2, here's it, and mic checks, clap, we're good to go. This time he just went.
That's funny.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I got tickled. It was
My
funny.
goodness.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Everybody, you saw here first how we're abused by our own camera op,
funny.
audio op. That's elder abuse, right,
Yeah.
Grandma?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Is that a fireable offense?
No,
No.
no,
Okay.
just funny.
He's nowhere. Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, funny.
Yeah, you were not.
No, I was. I had my back turned to him. Yeah, I didn't see it coming.
We're gonna keep that in for everybody to see.
Okay,
think
I didn't
it's
see
worth
it.
It's
I
a-
didn't see it coming.
Great. I didn't see it coming either. Because
You
normally it
did?
gives us a warning. I was just saw the
Okay.
hands go like this. I'm like, oh no,
You-
boom.
Oh my
Well,
God.
are you rested up yet?
Yes. Yeah.
We had a great time in Tulsa.
We did.
huh?
We did. We had a lot of fun.
What was the
Met
highlight?
a lot of good kids.
A lot of good manners.
A lot of
right?
good. Yes, very nice.
There's
kids.
a lot of kids came up, took their hat off for you.
Yeah.
I thought that was
exactly.
really cool to see in a younger generation, and a lot of kids that, just like I said, well mannered. Yes, ma'am.
Well,
Yes, sir.
yes. Yes.
Mr. Didier. Shoot,
Yeah.
it's weird for me to get called
Yeah,
Mr. Didier a
Didier.
lot.
Yeah.
But it was a great time. I love the FFA for
Yeah.
that purpose
It's-
because of the people who are in it.
Right. Yes, it's a very good organization too.
Yeah, I think
They
it
try to
does
teach kids.
a lot of life skills.
Yeah.
I mean, I got my
Speaking,
state.
yeah,
Yep, I got my
speaking
state
is-
and American degree, and
yeah.
I can rightfully say that organization, a lot of skills I learned in it, and the ones I refused to learn, but still picked up on while I was in, have done a lot of good for what we're doing
Right.
today.
Yes.
And I wish now, always looking back, I wish I would have done a little bit more. But in high
Right.
school, you have 1,000
Yeah.
things going on, sports, all that. You have to almost have to pick a lifestyle.
Right,
But
yeah.
I'm very proud of all those kids. Like I said, I've met a lot of these kids over the last 3 to 4 years.
Yes, that's
We've like grown up with them through their experience in the FFA.
Right,
And now they're getting their state degrees. How cool is it for you to now realize you've been doing this for a long enough stretch where you basically went through high school with some of these kids?
Yeah, I know.
You did. Like so kids that were freshmen in high school are now seniors. That
Oh
you first
yes,
met.
yes. Okay.
Isn't that pretty cool?
Yeah, that is very to watch them go clear through high school and be graduating.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
your favorite part of convention when we do that? Well, what is if you can name one thing? I have an idea of what I think it is, but what is your favorite thing at convention that we do?
Well, just I know, just meeting the kids and having fun and telling the big story about Gate Bar. That was the funniest part.
Jerry, they almost didn't let him in because they thought he was homeless.
Yeah, right. Yes, that was the funny part.
That's one of my favorite stories we've ever had at something.
I know. It is
Because-
mine too. The funniest one.
Because he's wearing that darn whatever
Yeah, hat.
hat,
And his, yeah.
and I don't know, maybe
Boots,
he
old
like,
boots
said
and
his
stuff.
boots
Old
tucked in,
boots,
old
yeah.
boots. They thought he was homeless, and the security guards weren't gonna let him into the expo center.
Yeah.
And another one came in and was like, "Don't worry, he's a regular."
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. That's
That
one of the
was-
funniest stories I think we've ever had.
Yes.
But you know what I think is your favorite thing, and you're afraid to mention it right now.
What
You
is it?
tell them every time you see one. The redheads.
Red hairs? The people, the young people with red hair. Yeah, it's amazing. I just couldn't believe how many we met. Every year I tell them how much
know.
I love red hair.
Connor's probably got about at least 15 minutes of you in conversation
Tell 'em.
over the last 2
Yeah,
years.
I bet so.
Of telling gingers, as they're known in another world. But I mean, I got red in my hair a little bit. It's the
Yeah.
Irish in us. The redheaded kids that, of you saying how much you love their hair.
Yes, I love to tell them.
What's your secret? What do you always tell? What's your usually go to? And you say, "Hey, I got to tell you something." What do you normally tell them? What are you telling them?
I just tell them I have a secret. I got to tell them that I love their red hair, that I have a red-headed great-grandson and a red-headed great-granddaughter. So
Yeah.
I love red hair.
Well, it ain't a secret no more. You
No,
just
I
told
know.
the world.
Yeah.
So that might be the end of that.
They told me I've told them that before.
Oh,
You getting your call?
Our giveaway winner calling us right now. Okay, you want to answer it?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Hello?
Yes, sir. You called?
Yeah, is this Dylan?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Dylan, I got somebody else here with me.
Yes, Granny, it's here.
Oh, heck yeah.
How
Yeah.
you doing today, Dylan?
Pretty good.
Well,
We got a big surprise for you today.
We do have a very big surprise. I know you may have listened to your voicemail already.
Okay,
But,
yeah.
We drew you as the grand prize winner of our giveaway prize.
Heck yeah.
How about the
yeah.
odds of that?
Yeah.
The kid from Weatherford,
Weatherford.
Oklahoma.
25 miles within our
Gotta win that.
25 miles within our district where we live. So isn't
Yeah.
that
We were like, people are gonna think we rigged this thing. We filmed us drawing it, and we drew your name for the grand prize. We just started laughing. We could not believe out of all the towns in Oklahoma, we got you, man. Well, we just want to say congratulations to you, and
Thank you.
you get a year's supply of
What
meat
meat?
from us.
Woo.
And you're gonna get any merch that you want from our store. You just you send me screenshots of that and text me that. But the other big thing for you is that we get to come visit your FFA chapter. So this is where you're gonna have to do a little bit of work. You're gonna have to tell your ag teacher about this, and then you can put them in contact with us. This is my cell phone number, and I can't remember who the ag instructor is over there, or which one who you all have now. Who's your ag instructor that you mainly work with?
Dana Flasco and Rhett Conkling.
Okay. Yeah, I think I've met one of them before at convention, but I'm sure we can get something lined up. Because what grade are you in?
I'm a sophomore.
All right, so you got a few
Okay.
years left. So you're not graduating in this week, are you?
No, sir.
All right, good deal. Well, we'll get that. Just put them in contact with us, and we'll kind of get something lined up. When would be best in the schedule for your ag chapter and for us to come out there. And we'll bring out the whole crew. We'll make a video, do whatever you guys want to do, highlight Weatherford FFA the best way we can, and we'll take it from there, man. But just really wanted to say congratulations. Thank you for being a part of our giveaway, and we really hope you enjoy the Didier Ranch beef.
right? That's
Sir, thank you.
boy, that's a good thing.
Oh, yeah. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we've known Randon, your president. I've known him for about 4 years now. Tell him we say hi, and sorry that he might be missing out on us coming to the chapter, but you're gonna have to tell him we said hi, and he may have to come back for a day for the FFA chapter to hang out with us.
Oh, I definitely will let him know.
Well, thank you so much, Dylan. All right, so when we get off the phone here, send me a screenshot of whatever merch you want from our website, and then send me the best address. And what we could do, since you're not far from us, we could always coordinate a 1 month drop off versus having to do anything else. So you just let us know what would work best for you, but we can ship the meat out to you too. But once a month you'll be getting some meat from us at Didier Ranch.
Heck yeah. Thank you so much.
All right, man. Yeah, just send me that merch you would like and a good shipping address for you, and then we'll coordinate how we're gonna do the beef, and then let your ag teachers know, and we'll take it from there with them.
All righty. Thank you, sir.
All right, congratulations again, Dylan.
Yes. Yeah, congratulations. Hope you enjoyed the meat.
Oh, I definitely will.
All right, take care, man.
You too. Bye.
Bye. All right, well, so y'all got a little behind the scenes. So we
Yeah.
did a major giveaway. We had people enter in a chance to win Didier Ranch beef for a year.
Yeah.
With us coming to visit their ag chapter, and then they get merch from our store. So Dylan, who's from a town about 20 miles south of us,
Yeah.
is the guy that won. We drew the runner-up and the silver or the bronze winner were from towns like far away, Okemah, Depew, and then all of a sudden we got Weatherford, Oklahoma.
That's where I was expecting to go to meet their chapter.
That's what I
Was we're going to Eastern Oklahoma somewhere.
somewhere, right?
No.
But then, by the grace of goodness,
Yeah.
and for our
Oh, my
schedules and
goodness.
for Gatebart's schedule, we're gonna get to go right down
Yeah,
south,
yeah.
20 miles.
Yeah.
So, yep, they entered their chance to win, and Didier Ranch for a year, and he was the big winner. But all the other ones they're gonna get
Yeah,
at least
they
a
could-
box to
yeah,
try.
to try,
But
yeah.
we gave these away at the convention too. Didier Ranch koozies. These are our new koozies that we're shipping in with every beef order. What does that say right there, Granny?
'Cause you ain't you when you're vegan.
Yes, we know that.
Yeah.
You ain't you when you're
you're
vegan.
vegan.
Eat beef. Well, that was interesting.
That
I didn't know
a
if that was going to
good-
happen during
yeah,
the
That worked perfect.
we called Dylan earlier and he was in class, so
Yeah, he had to
he's
call
being
us
a good
back.
student. He was waiting.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into the depths of what I wanted to get into today
Okay.
with you. Okay. We had some people. I've had some people message us over the weeks when you've been on and said, "Hey, can you ask Grandma a question for me?" And this question that somebody sent in really made me want to ask you some other questions and kind of lead, and we'll see how far we go with it. But the main question for them was like, hey, can you ask Granny how has she been able to stay so like disciplined in your life? What has been the thing to make you so disciplined? Whether, you said, we were talking earlier about getting out and exercising, whether that be through work, just being active. What has always been the driving force for your self-discipline? Even like you're very disciplined with your diet, like your breakfast, you have that same
thing
every day because it's what's best for your gut health.
Right, exactly.
And it makes you feel good.
Yes.
And you have your coffee. You're almost like I'd say you're almost a little robotic.
Robotic?
I'm just
No.
kidding. I'm just kidding. But you are very self-disciplined in that sense.
Yes.
So where do you get that from? Where does that come from?
Oh, I really have no idea. Just staying strong and staying with it. Yeah, not giving up ever. No matter.
Giving up on what?
Anything.
On life?
Yeah, life, anything. Just,
So
yeah,
that's the key to discipline.
exactly.
Just staying with it.
Yeah.
Do you just take it one day at a time, 1 hour at a time? Like, how do you get through that?
Yeah. Well, not an hour at a time. No, maybe a day at a time, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A day at a time.
Well, yeah.
And then where do you think that strength comes from for you to say, hey, even if you've had moments of doubts or moments you want to give in to, like, I'd rather be just having a McDonald's McGriddle for breakfast versus your fiber cereal blended up.
What? Now, what was that question?
The McDonald's McGriddle, like to go outside of like the disciplines.
Oh, well, I can do that once in a
you
while.
can do
Yeah,
that.
I can do it if I
because
want
you're
to.
so disciplined
Yeah.
in how you normally go, it won't affect you that bad, or why?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it won't affect me that bad. When I go on my trips, I always just have whatever
It's a free for all.
Yeah, it's just whatever
But when
they
you're
have.
home, you're not like that. When you're home, you're pretty
I try to stay.
be regimented.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to.
Okay. Well, they were very curious at how you're kind of almost so fit and healthy for your age, and that their main question was that, like, what's Granny's disciplines with staying that way? So,
Yeah,
which
I
that
just-
lead me into what I wanted to get into, like the disciplines that we as, whether it be Christians, whether it be a spouse, whether it be a farmer, the disciplines of taking it day by day and knowing, we have your choice of free will allows you to be in control of your discipline, like your discipline as yourself.
Right. Yes, you have to
So
be in control.
in the Bible, there's a lot of mentions of self-discipline, whether if it comes to the 7 deadly sins, all that stuff. They give you
Yes.
those warnings. But in 2 Timothy, there's a great little verse, and I wanted to share that with you, and then see if it pertains to anything like what you use for strength in your life. Okay, so 2 Timothy 1:7 says this: "For God did not give us a spirit of timidity, but a spirit of power, of love, and of self-discipline."
Okay.
So God
Yes.
gave us the ability, like I mentioned free will a while ago, but he gave us the power of love, which I think is the greatest way to heal anything, the greatest
Yes,
way to
right.
come together, the greatest way to end division is love.
Right.
He gave
Yeah.
us the power of self-discipline. And he didn't want us to be timid souls, didn't want us to be scared to do things, not scared to be rebels like how we are now. So with hearing that verse, do you think a lot of that power of your self-discipline too comes from because you're a spirit, you're a soul, you're a being, of a person of faith that knows that their power of love, which you were mentioning earlier to us, about
Yeah.
that power of joy when you no matter
Yeah.
what, when I walk through the door or it's one of the
Yeah.
little cousins,
Right. Exactly.
that blessing,
Yes.
that's a power of love. And then you
Yeah.
have the power of self-discipline, which is what's giving you such great energy here in your later on stages of life. Do you think that is like what the word says right there, or do you think that's a huge part of that for you?
Yeah, it has to be. You mean, yeah, it has to be. Where else would it come from?
I don't know.
Yeah. So that's where it has to come from.
So it comes from the Lord, is what
yes,
you're saying.
exactly.
So everything, what you are, your strengths, everything that who you are, your essence, your being, you believe that it comes from a higher power.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that's what I believe too. And there's a lot of people who, when they do lack self-discipline or lack self-confidence, or they or even love, we got Dad and them are hauling cattle up and down the road right now. They're probably like, why aren't they working with us? Like, sorry, we're trying to get this conversation done before it rains again and or tornadoes on us again. But that power of love, I think, is also another part of that discipline. Of where I believe for us and for me and for those, like I was mentioning, people who are missing that, it's because they're lacking their faith. And it's not, we're not coming from a place of judgment. It's like,
No.
ultimately, when you know somebody, like the people who I know have the most self-confidence or the most self-disciplined people are usually people who have a standard and a rule of law they live by, and that law is the word.
Right, exactly. That is all there is to live by.
That's all we got.
Yeah, that's what we
Well,
had.
I thought it was very fitting with that question someone asked us, and to fit that verse in with it, because I believe disciplines are everything. Me and Connor have a lot of good talks about disciplines in our own self-life. I mean, I could drink 3 of these a day, but I got myself down to any time after 1:30. I will only have one of these energy drinks because my heart probably wouldn't like it.
Right.
Even though
Exactly.
I want it.
Yeah.
So
You got to be. Yeah.
if I want
you
to have
gotta
steak
be.
for every meal,
Yeah.
my wallet probably won't appreciate it.
No.
Or Didier Ranch would not be profitable if I'm
Yeah,
eating
eat
that
all the
steak
steaks.
all
Yeah.
the time. So it's that power of self-discipline too, to be like, hey, that's not what is needed.
Yes.
Even though I want
What
that,
that-
it's not what's needed. Or working out. Like sometimes I hate to get up to go work out, but I'm like, for
you
me,
need
certain
that.
days I got to get that because I know it does for me here. But there's
Yeah.
lots of people who like to make excuses for that discipline of, hey, I know what it's doing for me here, but mind, body, spirit, all of it's connected.
Yes.
But you get out there and you're active every day, whether you're picking up your limbs,
sir. Yeah.
active out here, like that's your exercise.
Picking up, pulling weeds and mowing the grass and.
What's your favorite activity this time of year to, or what's the thing you're doing the most? I wouldn't say your favorite activity. What's
Well,
your
I'm
favorite?
messing with my flowers the most right now.
What kind of flowers you got right now?
Oh my goodness, I love roses and any kind of flower that's pretty. I love
Any
flowers.
kind of flower? So
Yeah,
roses in particular?
Roses in particular, yeah.
And then Christmas time.
Diantheses.
Dianthesis?
Yeah, they're very pretty. And they bloom a lot.
Yeah.
And a poinsettia at Christmas time.
Yeah, you love the poinsettia.
I love poinsettias.
I know.
Yeah.
That's like every
I've
time
still
you-
got one. from
Still alive?
Yeah, still alive.
Granny,
from-
you like to hold on to those
yeah,
ones.
I've still got him. He's still going so far.
All right, I got one question. This is totally outside our conversation
Okay.
today, but now that you're getting here, okay. What has been, of all the things you've ever had to do, what is the hardest part of your way of life, like the hardest thing you've ever had to do on the farm? If you can think of the thing that was the hardest to do, the hardest work, hardest activity, the thing that you probably would never want to ever do again if you had to, what's the one of the, like when you and Grandpa would be out there doing certain things, what would you say?
I think loading square bales, that was hard, yes.
You were loading square bales?
Yes.
I don't remember. Was I
Well,
a
no.
little kid when you were doing that, or was I not around?
I don't remember, but I was young, really young, so I didn't know any better. But
Grandpa had you loading square bales?
yes, we had to lift square bales, yes. Ooh.
No
That
wonder
was
you're
the
so
hardest
strong.
part, yeah.
You've seen her pick some stuff up before, and everyone's
Oh,
like,
that's
how is
the
she
hardest
so
part.
strong? She makes that look light. It's like this lady was tossing square bills
Yeah.
back in the 70s, and she still
Right.
got
Yeah.
muscle memory.
Yeah.
So you never want to do those again.
No, never.
Well, thank goodness we have round bills,
Right,
right? And we
exactly.
can use
Yeah,
a tractor with a
now
cab.
we have round bales, yeah.
And then we got to meet our friend from Agzaga today. He brought us the net
Oh,
wrap.
yes, yeah.
It's
that
patriotic
was
net
fun.
wrap, so be on the lookout for that coming here in the
Yeah.
next few weeks. But if
Yeah.
you ever seen net wrap on the side of the road, it looks like the American flag. You probably from Agzaga, and we're going to be making a video for him here. But he drove all the way from Missouri just to drop off your net wrap, Grandma.
I'm anxious to see it
Yeah.
on a bale.
Well, if we can get a day where it doesn't rain,
Yeah, if we
we'll
can
get
do
it baled up.
Yeah, because I've never seen that net wrap, never.
All right, so it's no square bells. Granny, as y'all know, Granny's all about round bells now.
Right.
And if they're patriotic. Who knows? But then everyone's going to know, like, when they come flying over Oklahoma and they see just
just-
American
yeah,
flags,
flags, yeah.
marshmallows laying in the
Yeah.
fields, that they're coming across Didier Ranch and Bibbins Farm,
Right. Yeah.
basically putting a big target on ourselves. I don't know if we want to do that. Right, Doc? This sounds like a bad idea now.
Yeah, really. I mean, yeah, that's for sure.
Well, is there anything else you want to share with anybody or anything else you want to...
I can't think of anything right now. Yeah.
Well,
So-
the last thing I'm gonna say is like I felt even more after a week out from the FFA convention, and we'll wrap kind of full
Yeah.
circle with the conversation
Back.
earlier.
Yes.
That is one of the most gratifying things we do, and it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
We stand on our feet for almost 16 hours in a 2-day stretch.
Right.
You're amazing at that. You never get tired.
I finally had to take my shoes off, though.
Yes.
That helped a lot.
I was wondering what stunk around there. I thought it was Connor, but it was
It was
you.
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But that was one of the most it's always every year it's a good reminder of everything we're doing something.
You're right.
And I thank God that he gives us those little reminders and those kids that we get to meet.
And it's so amazing that they come to say hi to us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mainly to you.
No,
There's plenty of kids that got
That's-
mic'd up, Connor guys saying like, "We're just here for you, Grandma." Those
Yeah.
other two guys aren't funny at all. I'm like, okay, we've
Yeah,
accepted it
that's
at this
all
point. You don't have to remind us, everybody. We already have enough self-esteem problems over
Right.
here.
Yeah.
Jarrett doesn't even show up to work half the time anymore because he's so hurt.
Yeah.
We're joking.
We give him a hard time.
We do give him a hard time though. So sorry everybody who emails us about giving Gatebart a hard time. All right, well
Okay.
that's a wrap on us for this week.
Okay.
We'll and then me and Jarrett will record next week's together. We'll finally have him back here.
Yes, that'd be good.
And yeah, if everybody ever wants to go support Granny and our cause, we have our co-op collection we just dropped. The Rebel Farmers Co-op. That helps feed Granny her fiber cereal. But check it out if y'all want to have some co-op collection for the summertime. Go check us out there. All right, well, let's wrap it up for the day. It's hot.
Okay, it is.
Hopefully
It's
this
getting
tornado
hotter.
doesn't hit here soon, and we'll get out of here.
Okay.
Well, y'all have a great week. I'm just waiting for her.
Yes, you all have a great
You're
week.
just saying God bless
God bless, whatever. I forgot. I mean, I don't do this every
every week.
little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
So I forget
That's okay.
what I'm supposed to do.
You're good. I just
Okay.
had to give you a hard time. All right, y'all have a good one.